I'll just wait till the black comes off before I talk. Is it open? So I can share.
All right. I'll take 7 seconds.
Gotcha.
Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, can
What's that?
you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Online though.
Yeah.
Donna.
Hey, Mike on time.
All right, let's get this thing going.
All right. Always wanted to be a cool.
From the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to your Blackest Hour on the net. I'm Mr. Brown.
Hey, I'm KP.
Hey, and I'm JB.
Oh, JB, you just don't sound like you're excited to be here today.
God
damn. Who has rolled you
Just moved
so
to
early
Wisconsin, y'all.
in the program?
I just
like,
moved to Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, that's not a bad place. That's not a bad place to live.
Oh man.
Well, welcome to your Blackest Hour. Again,
yes. And we got what our sponsors for the night. Who's our sponsors? Who's sponsoring you, sir?
I am being sponsored by the great folks at Maker's Mark. When you have a red cup, Maker's Mark it up.
When you have a red cup, you know what's up. Maker's Mark. How about you, JB?
Can I just be honest? I'm drinking decaf coffee.
Oh my, it's not even real coffee.
What's the point? What is the point?
Who did you get your coffee? Who did you get your coffee from? Huh? That don't sound like a black-owned business.
And then I know today was a bad day. Yeah, okay. Forgive me.
You're drinking some chain coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you say who. Starbucks.
Starbucks it is. So let's move into it. We are so happy that we're actually starting on time. We got hopefully technical difficulties will be at a minimum, and we in to celebrate this thing that we call your Blackest Hour. Who wants to start us off?
I mean, I always will start off, but thank you to the audience that's watching right now. Even if you're gonna be late tuning in because you thought we were gonna be late, but I spent a good 4 hours of nothing but watching tutorial videos, studying, because I was like, I am not gonna give our viewers the type of foolishness I gave y'all last week. So I am excited that we were able to get the product up and going. It looks beautiful, and we're gonna move from there. But my blackest moment, because we always gotta run with your blackest moment. If you don't know, this date is pretty. It's always a tough day for me. January 23rd, 2002. My brother was murdered in Baton Rouge. So most of my family and close friends know that today is always a tough day for me. But I want to say today was it easier than some other years, but it's just the the fact that I feel like my Blackest moment is dedicated to every Black person, family who has lost a loved one due to gun violence and senseless acts of violence, whether it's police killing or another person taking the life of an individual. Like anytime that happens, there are two families that are destroyed, and so obviously, you know, I do a lot to check in on my siblings and my mom on today and other family members. But I also just wanted to send a shout out to everyone who's lost someone close to them due to gun violence or senseless acts of violence. You know, like a there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You don't have to let that define your life. This was 16 years ago, and 16 years later, I'm trying to live my best me.
True.
So to all the people out there that has had something traumatic like that affect you, you know, keep your head up. At least, you know, in this time, I don't want to say at least, but in this time period, you know, you can get justice, maybe. You can hashtag the campaign. But in the time when my brother died, there were no hashtag. So his memory just lives on through family, friends that knew him. So that's my Blackest moment. Shout out to everybody who's lost someone due to gun violence, a senseless act of violence, police killing, which is a senseless act of violence. So just shout out, keep your head up. That's my Blackest moment.
Blackest moment. And I always want to say, because those who don't know, me and KP, we all fam. So always thinking that we were a very kind of suburban kind of family, more middle class, and to know that no matter what aspect of the society you were in, you were not immune from these things. And I always thought about our family history going back to having a grandfather who fought for civil rights, being shot by the Ku Klux Klan, and then also having a loved one murdered by gun violence. It's just a very interesting thing to have in our DNA, in our family, and how we must continue to press forward. That got to keep your Blackness on the swivel. No matter how much money you make, how much degrees you get, sometimes that's not enough, and you got to keep pushing and do for everybody.
Man, I hadn't said that in a minute. Keep your Blackness on the swivel.
I told you, man. We're gonna put it on t-shirts. You can buy it in your Blackest Hour store. Get your t-shirts, your hats, and you know, do it for the culture. JB, you want to go?
I'm sorry, I Debbie doubted the move.
No, it's okay. It's not a Debbie Downer. It's acknowledging something bigger and greater than what the fuck I'm about to say. So my Blackest moment this week was I got off so I drove up to Wisconsin from New Orleans. It's about, I don't know, 16 hours to drive with good weather. We split up the trip. The second leg was 9.5 hours, and I decided I was going to so I can hear you guys.
And hey, just run your Blackest. We caught everything up to 9.5 hours.
Okay, so My new blackest moment is this podcast shut it down in the middle of my previous
It wasn't black enough.
It was like,
It was
oh,
not black enough.
Your moment wasn't black enough.
No, it was not.
Paternalistic bullshit.
Patriarchy, man. It would not let you be great.
It really would not. I was like, well, I guess my voice does not need to be heard today.
I hate the fact that we just muted a black woman voice. That's like a -10. Nigga.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh.
It's still streaming.
Still streaming?
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is blackest hour moment. So.
That's your blackest moment now.
yes, it is. It out-blacked my previous moment. So.
Y'all know I messed it up, right? You know what I did, huh? I tried to do the little fancy thing where we could stream the Facebook comments and everybody could see them without having to be logged into Facebook. And the moment I hit the button,
it was like, nah,
everything
Chief.
just shut it down.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go with my blackest moment. My blackest moment is actually celebrating something that KP does not think we should celebrate, and that is awards from white people for our art. And that's a big shout out to the Grammys and the Oscars coming out. Grammys, because this is the first year that there's no white man nominated for album, song, records of the year. So big shout out to one of my favorite artists, Childish Gambino, who's going to be performing this Sunday. I'm excited for that. Been supporting them since Cul-de-sac.
Golly, I love every facial expression. we are one right now, baby. We are one.
But it's still opportunity that shows that the things we're doing in our communities is permeating.
It's being accepted by white people.
It's permeating beyond our different niches, as you will. I know. And then one of my favorite movies of last year is nominated for Best Picture of the Year, Best Director, original screenplay, Best Actor, a movie that Mr. KP refuses to watch, which is Get Out. And I'm like, cool. Like, I'm glad that movie is getting recognized because like I saw it like 5 times in the theater. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I enjoyed it that much.
You saw it. Never mind.
Yep. I did.
So JP, what's your thoughts on giving an award, white people blessing black people with award, recognizing black people art, and giving them a trophy? Does it come with a pat on the head too? They say good boy.
I was like, he's about to touch me. I'm not gonna like it.
I wasn't gonna do that. That'd be disrespectful. Like when white people try to touch your hair.
I'm like, this Negro is about to touch me. We might have to fight right now.
So Jay, your thoughts on his excitement over the Grammys
and the Oscars. Shit, that boy might get an EGOT.
Any award show? I haven't watched any. No, I mean, I don't. I can understand why Black people feel the need to validate their experiences through whiteness, because that's what white supremacy strives.
I don't like the way you saying this shit.
I'm writing that down.
But I don't subscribe to white supremacy, so Oscars and the Grammys don't hold any additional credence than the BET Awards and the NAACP Awards. They just don't. So I don't care too much for it. And all Childish Gambino does not like Black women. Period. Never has.
He does like Black women.
I'm not gonna go there.
He does like Black women.
I can't say his.
I'm guessing y'all have never listened to his stand-up Y'all have never listened to his
I've
stand-up?
watched all his stand up. I've listened to all his music. Most of the women he refers to is Asian, but he has always said he likes black women. He said it in his line, but he said he also as a
I can't hear y'all. That's the problem. But I'm sure whatever is being said, Mr. Brown, is some pure bullshit. Bullshittery.
Not- Oh,
okay.
But
So that's
trying to
gonna.
do some fancy shit.
No, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, do you like his music?
Oh, look,
you
I
saw-
couldn't hear nothing that was
Oh,
being
okay.
said once
My bad. You're just like looking like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
When
don't.
you did the other shit, she
Got
couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So do you like Childish Gambino music?
I mean, I occasionally listen to
Oh,
Elvis, too. It's not
you love his music. You love his music.
I don't love
And
his
you made a
music. I
comment.
do love his music.
And so different. But you also said that man couldn't get something from a black woman. You don't think that? Like, come on now. I'm pretty sure
Who said that?
he can lay with. You said that. You said
No, I
he lays
didn't.
with the white woman because he can't get any from the black woman. That's what it sounded like
I
to me.
literally, who the fuck said that? I literally didn't say
That's what it
that
sounded
at all.
like. I'll
That's
rewind
crazy.
that tape later on.
I didn't even touch. I did not even say who
Oh.
fucks. Does not fuck at all.
Somebody got
I
insecure.
said you must not listen to his stand-up because he degrades black women in his stand-up. And mind you, referring to Filipino women as the black women of Asians, and that's why he likes to bang them versus actual
He did say
black
that.
women. I know he said a bunch of shit. I listened as a black woman.
Like,
I watched as a black woman. So I
maybe just
that's
make it
not
to where we can't enjoy nothing right now.
Ooh,
Now
I'm sorry.
now I gotta be off of Childish Gambino.
Nah.
Because I'm watching Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm watching Atlanta.
For the
when it's
culture.
on
It's
back
one of my
and
favorite
forth.
TV
But
shows.
yeah, no, I was gonna say Atlanta is more than just Childish Gambino. Don't let don't let him hype you up. There's quite a
whole bunch
few
of
black
Morehouse
talents.
people.
Yeah, we got Morehouse on there too. Shout out to Brian Tyree. Morehouse 05.
Okay, so what I want to know is how you go to school with all these cool people and like you don't know them like that. Like I went and visited you at Morehouse a couple of times. You ain't introducing me to no Brian Tyrese or Denzel Washington's son.
So
Like, what social circles did you run in? Because I was a cool kid. like you couldn't have come around these New Orleans stars.
So Brian Tyree was a part of that drama people. So them boys was busy doing drama type things. But like I hung out with the homie that plays on Insecure, that plays Daniel on there. I hung out with Elon Noel. We was both in industry together. And so like I did know him, and like me and JD took classes together.
Why is it called drama ministry?
Because
not just like acting class.
No, because we actually used to use drama to minister Jesus Christ to people. But anyway, you know, it is what it is.
Can I ask and just say, was it like just what y'all did to like try to pick up women?
I went because a girl I was dating at the time said, you should do this. They're looking for rappers and you want to rap, huh? Go out there and go to this audition and rap. And I rap. And they were like, hey, you got the part. And then they was like, yo, we started doing tours. We did a tour in Charleston. We did a tour in LA, all over. And I got to meet some people actually doing drama type stuff. I got a cat who got picked up for a pilot doing some stuff for ABC. Hopefully he gets bigger. Seen a couple of his commercials. Go by the name of Philip Smithy. AJ Smitty, he doing his thing up in Hollywood. I've seen a couple of his commercials. Elon is doing his joint on Insecure. So like I was hooked up with them. And then I was taking class with John David Washington. I was taking class with JD. And so like if JD sees me, we'll say what up. But like, nah, he kind of kept to himself, you know, and he kept with the football team. I wasn't playing no damn football. You know how the football team goes and shit. Sorry, man, that I was doing what I was doing.
And another losing Negro news.
Suck a dick.
Yeah, losing Negro. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I got receipts. I was actually popular in college.
I was popular enough.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So back to the cool kids corner, me and JB, because she clearly was very popular. She was very popular in college because she was like a little militant in college. And on a white campus, that'll shoot you up levels. So let's just talk about, you know, making a statement, a good segue into this conversation surrounding Monique. So Monique put out a couple videos, was on Sway in the Morning, did a couple interviews, talking about how she felt disrespected about the offer Netflix gave her to do a special, to do a Netflix special. Being that she knew, you know, X amount of dollars that this person was making, X amount of, and I will say this from an HR component, that's why you tell motherfuckers, don't tell other people how much money you making.
Yeah.
But I read an article and I posted it on Your Blackest Hour Facebook page about people not coming to Monique's defense because she's a loud black woman, and that was the crux of the article. And I kind of had to sit back and think, like, yeah, because you had a similar situation happen with Tracy Ellis Ross, where some of her negotiation stuff got leaked out, and people were talking about like, oh, we're gonna boycott ABC, we're gonna Blackish and all this other stuff until she gets made whole. But we love Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, that's bae.
Yeah.
So we were ready.
Like she definitely should get paid the same amount as Anthony Anderson,
but
if not more.
But Monique is like, yo, they lowballed me, and I read D-Ray Davis got $5 million, and if D-Ray Davis can get $5 million, then the world, the world is over.
It's fucked up.
Like she should get 10 just because D-Ray got 5.
So, yeah. So I want to talk before I know JB has a lot of thoughts. So I want to just get my little piece, and I'll be quiet for like the rest of the time. The D-Ray Davis thing was very, very telling that they gave him that much and gave her that low compared to D-Ray Davis. Like she damn sure should get D-Ray Davis money. But then in my head, I think they overpaid D-Ray Davis. In my mind, they overpaid D-Ray Davis and they overpaid Amy Schumer. Because I was so pissed off when Amy Schumer was trying to get Dave Chappelle money. And I was like, look at here, Amy, you ain't been in the game as long as Dave been in the game. Dave is a goddamn legend. Who the fuck are you, Amy Schumer, to be asking for Dave Chappelle money? But you a white woman doing white woman type shit. And you know, this is what democracy looks like and all that jazz when your pussy hats. That's how I felt about Amy Schumer at the time. And so when I think about Monique, they lowballed the shit out of her. If you going on someone who has an Oscar, who's someone who has Image Awards, someone who has all these other accolades that a lot of comedians don't have. Like shit, who's out there other than Whoopi that has like a comedian who has an Oscar? Eddie Murphy was nominated, you know what I'm saying? But they don't got it. So she definitely can say she's the most decorated comedian in the game, and she definitely should get paid her worth. So you're right. She should at least get 8, 9, 10 for that. And I think Amy Schumer and D-Ray Davis should have got a meal and then been happy. That's what I feel about the situation. And I'm quiet.
Wait, can I unpack some of that?
Yeah.
Can we unpack some of that?
Sure.
So I have an HR background. So one, I think this is a good negotiation tool for her to one raise the value of her offer. So this is definitely pitting Netflix against the black social conscience to get a bigger payday. Smart. So I look at it, I see her business angle. However, I do see the fact that she should have been paid more. But I want to talk about the bigger issue. Why aren't black people like I've read so many comments about black people like, girl Monique, bye. You don't deserve X amount of dollars. You don't deserve like unpacking that. And is that because she's a loud black woman?
No. I'll answer it very easily. She's not funny.
Okay, that's not true. You don't get to be no original queen of comedy and not be funny.
Shit.
Monique is not funny. Hilarious. What are you saying?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Monique is not funny. She can act. She's one of the best actresses out there.
So I'm not about to even.
And that nigga can act his ass off too. Daddy can do comedy and drama.
Making you giggle.
Donald Glover, get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
Audacity to say that Monique not funny.
Get it right.
Your caucasity level is on a million right now.
Yo, she's not funny. She's not funny.
You're one of those black people.
No, I love Simone. I love Wanda Sykes. She's not funny.
Well, Wanda Sykes got 250,000. So let's just okay.
No, that's why she went to Epics. She was like, "Fuck it, I ain't going to Netflix." She went to Epics.
But the issue is Netflix is historically lowballing black women. And it's like the darker skinned the black woman, the less money you're gonna get.
It's not even lowballing black women; they lowball women. The fact that
they haven't lowball women.
No, yes they did. Kevin Spacey was making like 3 times as much.
13. Amy Schumer got $13 million. They're not lowballing women; they're lowballing black women specifically. Women that Amy Schumer, I want to point out quick, Monique is darker, larger black woman, and y'all don't cater for her. Y'all tend to cater for general you tend to cater for the skinny, big, mixed looking chicks a la Tracy Ellis Ross, right? So this is no surprise to anybody who pays attention to anything within the black community in regards to who we favor and who we do not, because historically it has always been the case.
And that's all facts. That's all facts. And I'm shocked because I didn't think they'd be on the Monique's not funny. Funny is subjective. I get it.
True.
But she got hits. That's like you can not like Nas, but you can't say Nas ain't a good rapper. Like you can not like Nas, but you can't say Nas not a good rapper. I said napper. But that's to me but to the bigger issue is as a people, I feel like we got to do better at supporting black women.
I'm telling you, the reason why a lot of people are like, "Oh, bye," is because she is not funny.
That's not,
and it's also a matter about what have you done for me lately. It's a matter about how hot are you now. It's like if Little Kim was to do a concert and Cardi B was to do a concert, Cardi B is getting paid more because she's hotter now, even though Lil Kim been in the game forever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the part about who's getting paid more, like Whoopi Goldberg should be paid more. But you can't say that Monique don't deserve some kind of equitable. Like, there's a baseline to this. There's a baseline to this.
So I think I would argue if I was Monique that I should get D. Ray Davis money. Damn sure I should get more than him. Like I understand that. But
Ray Davis money is $5 million. They offered her 10% of that.
I know, which was fucked up. So I definitely agree with her sentiment. I'm not boycotting off of that sentiment, but
why not?
Why not?
Do you think that Monique is funnier than D. Ray fucking Davis?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. D. Ray Davis and his nigga comedy. I hate D. Ray Davis comedy. Oh my God. You think D. Ray Davis is...
No.
D. Ray Davis does Wildin' Out. That's how far his career is in the shits. Monique doesn't have to sink to what level. She don't have to do shows.
She don't be putting people on. Y'all
quit Wildin' Out be putting on.
Shit, how you think Pete Davis got to get on SNL? Yes. Yes, I said it. Mikey Davis on Wildin' Out too, and he is also on SNL.
They saw him on Wildin' Out and was like, we're going to put you on.
It's part of their tape. It's part of their tape. Shit.
Get this dude off my show. You're off.
You're done. You're done. Because my opinion differs. This is the Blackest Hour. This show is many shades of black. We don't think in a monolithic thing. This ain't no goddamn group thing.
Stop using my term.
This ain't no goddamn group thought. My opinion is that she's not that funny. I watched the D. Ray Davis special. It wasn't super funny. You're right. It was sometimes I chuckled, but I've watched a lot of Monique's acts and I've never laughed. And maybe that's just my sense of humor, but I've never laughed at her. And I would like, you would have to, if there was some tickets free to go see a Monique show, I have to see if I'm available. But that's also the same way I feel about Eddie Griffin.
So I don't.
This man.
Yeah.
Comedy specials.
It's so, just such a. Right, I'm making the same face you're making.
I watch hella comedy specials. I watch them all, just so to support the culture. But I'm just saying, objectively, as far as comedy is concerned, I'm not going out of my way to watch her because I know I'm not going to really laugh at what she has to offer. That's all I'm saying.
But that's 60% of the comedians on Netflix. And they all got offers to make more money than her. So that's the problem.
So it is definitely very much a patriarchy thing.
No, it's a black woman thing. Stop saying it's a patriarchy.
It's a
black woman thing.
I'll say it's a patriarchy thing because her and Wanda Sykes are the only black woman I know that even got offered. Like, who are the black comedians in the game?
Amy Schumer made $13 million. It's not patriarchy. She was like, y'all not paying me Chappelle money. Went in there and got $13 million. Fucking Monique went in and said, y'all not even paying me Amy Schumer money. And they were like, sorry, we can give you $500K. It's not patriarchy, my dear. That's not what this is. Not with the facts that we have on here.
But Mr. Brown about how he doesn't see enough women comedy specials anyways. And that goes to why? Because Netflix is giving black women shitty offers and giving white women named Amy Schumer better offers. But white women will we're gonna get into this. When white women will always try to position themselves over. So I feel like if a white woman got an offer for $1 million and found out Monique got an offer for $500,000.
Oh no, she's still on. I can still hear her. She blacked out. But I feel what you're saying.
She blacked out on you.
Yeah. No, but this is what white women do. Like on some real shit. This is what white women do. They don't even look at black women because that gap is so fucking large. They look at the black man and they be like, I'm not making black man money. I need to make the same thing as that black man do because he can't possibly be as valuable and add as much service to it as I am. And I'd be like, word? That's why I was like, the nerve of you, Amy Schumer, asked for Dave Chappelle money, asked for Chris Rock money, when Amy, you should be making D. Ray Davis money.
But you don't say the nerve of you, black woman, for trying to renegotiate.
No, she need to do
better contract.
She need to do what she need to do too. All I'm saying, if I was in that office, I wouldn't have gave her $500,000. That's fucked up. I wouldn't give the Amy Schumer money though. I was gonna give her $6 million. And if she ain't like the $6 million, then I'm sorry, Mo. I'm sorry. This is all I got for you. I got this $6 million. And I want 4 specials.
So now we know what the pay gap is. So Dave Chappelle $1 million, right?
Fuck yeah. Easy.
And then Amy Schumer, so white women are 13 million.
Fuck no. I would have never I would have never bent into her demands. No, stop. I wouldn't have bent into her demands at all.
Let me finish it. That's the white woman standard. So if Seinfeld probably did something, he probably gets 25 million, right?
Seinfeld did do a comedy special for Netflix. He probably got 20 million. Yeah, I'll Google it while you look it up.
So the white man standard is probably 25 million. The black man standard is 20 million. The white woman standard is 13 million. The black woman standard is 500K or less. Because we heard Wanda Sykes only get 250.
Fucked up.
So the bigger conversation is not whether she's funny or not, whether she's paid her dues or anything. We need to look at this from the standpoint of this is.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jerry Seinfeld got 100.
Fuck.
So the white man standard is 100 million. Dave Chappelle is 20 million. White women is 13 million, but they're gonna argue that they should be paid as much as black men, and then black women get 500K. Shit. If you can't see the problem with this, and why we need to boycott Netflix,
they all need.
Then something's up.
Dave need to argue for his money too. They all need to argue for this shit,
or take their 20 million and start their own streaming service.
They do have an all-black streaming service out already now. I saw that shit on Instagram. Like my homegirl posted. I'll find it to get the name for it. That they do black content already.
I'm sorry, me and Mr. Brown have been dominating this discussion, and once again we have fallen into the trap of muting the black woman voice on the show. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible human. Sometimes.
It's all right.
I'll be quiet. But
no, don't shake my hand. Shut up and let her talk.
No, I mean, I don't think y'all, well, not y'all. I don't think you are wrong in that. Monique should have, because she's funny and talented and has the, she has the criteria required, as in she has the accolades, she has the reach, she has the star power, and she has the content, right? She's actually funny. She's not Donald Glover, so she should get at least 5 million, right? At least. And it's insulting that Amy Schumer, who I just Amy Schumer.
Yeah, you just hate her. You hate her.
I just don't get. I don't get it. Yeah, she's not funny. She's not funny. She's like the funniest thing I've ever heard her. Like, so she'd be the down white girl and like be like, that's wrong, that's racist, and then like go and do the wrong racist shit too. So I just don't. It always comes off as like fake diversity. So I don't like her. I hate when it's like black people as props to make her look good without any action behind that. So she's not invited to any barbecue, and whenever a black person invites her to a barbecue, I just be like, you're not black for real.
That's Chuck Schumer's niece. You know that's Chuck Schumer's niece, right?
Okay, so she's totally not invited now.
Because Chuck Schumer ain't doing it for the culture either.
Officially not.
Wait, is she really Chuck Schumer's niece?
Yeah, she's Chuck Schumer's niece.
All that privilege.
Oh shit! Gave you some information you didn't know.
Google is
And now it all makes
updated.
sense. And now it all makes sense.
Oh boy, man. But you're right. Like, yeah, I'm just done.
You're wrong, because you're
No,
wrong.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying she's not funny. That's all I'm saying. I also say Amy Schumer's not funny. I'll say D. Davis is not funny. But hey, get what you can get while you can get it. That's the American way.
So we just had we had a comment on the Facebook, and it was just like, "Hey, shout out Kayshlin, our YBH contributor." She said, "Hell, she isn't hilarious to me, but ultimately her message is so on point, and that's the bigger issue. That's where that's what we're trying to be at. Like, look at the message. That wage gap.
That is a bitch. It's a bitch.
that black women, that specifically black women are talking about this wage gap. It's huge. 500K to 100 million.
That's ridiculous. I got to look up other.
But speaking of somebody that's killing this wage gap thing, my boy LeVar Ball. My dog, I want to get into LeVar Ball and all his awesomeness, but I'm gonna say that for like a solo, like me stream by myself, where I can just ogle over LeVar Ball as doing right now, and disrupting this whole NCAA system, this whole quote unquote amateurism and minor league battle that like he is killing it right now. And I will take that. That's gonna be like a pat. But we need to move. We need more important topics, but it should be like rubbing their chin like this dude LeVar Ball might be the smartest black man.
No, let's not go too far with the hyperbole, sir.
With how he's running this, how he's pimping this system. Smartest black man. Like more business acumen than Magic, than Michael. It's LeVar, Magic, Michael. LeBron.
You can just keep hitting over this hyperbole, my sir, huh?
Nah, I can't. He has a league that's launching for people who don't want to go. So you have these kids that only want to play 1 year in college. He about to start a whole league so you don't have to do that. And you can get paid in this 1 year interim, make money, build your brand. And don't give it to these colleges. Don't give it to these colleges. So if you're not going to an HBCU, then I can't understand why the one and done. Like if you're not going to put that money in a black college, then it makes no sense to go to college. The only time that you can't, so in all the, and I'm out of soapbox, there is no sport that predominantly white people play that they make you go to college before you can go pro. Every white golfer starts golfing at 16. Tennis players, 13. NBA players, basketball players, 1 year of college. Football players, 3 years of college. Hockey players, no years of college. Baseball players, you either don't go or you have to go for 3 years. But you get the choice. So what LeVar Ball is doing is just like a stroke of genius. There is a market for it, there's a need for it, and I wish historically black colleges would have got on it first and just left the NCAA and just paid to recruit and had these kids come to their school, pay these kids, give them the ability to come back and get their degree at any time. And you walk into what kid's house and you say, we're going to pay you $100,000 to play basketball this year, and you're not signing. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I had to go. I had to rant. Look, my top, LeVar Ball, 1. Magic Johnson, 2. LeBron James, 3. Michael Jordan, 4. Because I had to swap him out because he doesn't make political statements.
Yeah, Michael
And that
Jordan. But but I do think that no, I
Hey,
like
whoa. She just slid that in so casually.
What happened? What she?
yeah.
LeBron's a fucking nigga. Like,
Oh God, I missed it.
She did it so casually.
Lord, this look, your red cup gotta sit down. I said Michael Jordan is a fuck nigga, not LeBron.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
No, we
yeah,
love
he's
LeBron.
a fucking
Everybody
nigga. He's a
loves
fucking
LeBron.
nigga. Yeah, he's a fucking nigga.
You know,
Agreed. Damn, I damn used all my N words. I used all my N words. Now I
Wait,
gotta say
so Jay,
I gotta say
stop.
ninja the rest of the thing.
Were you about
Oh.
to comment on what I was saying, JB?
Yes. Yes. So I like LeVar Ball. I think he's a disruptor. I agree. I want to be able to argue with you again for some, but I just agree so much. And then I love that people are upset that this black man is doing this when if shit, any other ethnicity, maybe outside of like a brown man doing it, they would be hailing it as genius, to be honest. They would be calling him, he would be on the cover of Forbes, this year's best disruptor, how he's going to change the game. He would have investors. You know, I mean, like it's similar to what Cube is doing with 3-on-3. And I would just like to really, for real, see them team up and do some fire shit together. And they already have like some competitive banter going back and forth between him and Cube. But if they could like link up and maybe get Michael Jordan's cooning Uncle Tom ass to throw them some imp, they can like really launch at some stuff.
Oh man. No, I agree with everything you're saying because I think the problem is with LeVar is that white people hate when black people take control of their own bodies. And if they can't make money and profit off of us, that's when the fuck they really get upset about the whole thing. How dare you not want your kids to go to college and how dare you not do X, Y, and Z? I'm like, oh, because you ain't making money? You mad.
They don't send
You
they don't send their kids
mad.
to college.
At all. They don't do that shit for soccer. They don't do this shit for hockey. They don't do this shit for baseball.
They don't do that shit for a business guy. You don't know how many times I walk in the room with a white dude who has a tech company, has not been to college, but his dad had a little money or had the connections to put him in, and he never went to college. And he's an innovator. He's an entrepreneur. He's a genius. And then when it comes to my black ass, it's like, oh, you didn't go to B school? I'm like, nah.
Because you haven't proved yourself on their white levels. And that's how the game goes. It's like when a white person does it, it's like, oh, look at how ingenious they are.
I just don't like the way you said I haven't proved myself.
No, but that's what they look at. And you know, we all know that. We all know that. We all went to their fucking white schools and shit. We know.
You haven't gotten Oscar nominated.
Right, I ain't get no Oscar yet. Yeah, we get nominated for no.
Because think about why did we go to college?
I just went because you're supposed to go.
But why did they think we were supposed to go? In order to get validation in some kind of way to get the careers to work for these white people and these white corporations. So I could be like my mom and work for GM and do shit, or work for the lecture company and do shit so I could do better for my family, because college was the gateway to get into these different worlds that we were not privy to be in. And now we're looking at it with a new perspective. It's like, hey, y'all making hella money off of my black voice, off of my black body, off of my black swag. And we want to make sure that we get all the money. That's why I preach something like hip hop, where a lot of became entrepreneurs. Like, nah, I'm controlling the distribution. I'm controlling all streams and avenues of where this revenue is coming from. A person like Master P with the rap snacks and the beepers and the pagers. Hell yeah, Master P. Let's do this shit.
Prepaid long distance phone cards that as a college I used to have to buy to call home to my mama. No limit phone cards. Shout out Master P.
Rap snacks.
Yeah, I seen those.
Rap snacks.
Every black kid.
Black kids love chips.
In DC. JB loves racks too.
For the culture. And like they hate when we disrupt shit, them boy don't like Diddy because Diddy did it his own way. You know what I'm saying? When you kind of do it your own way and outside their parameters, there's like, how can we get a piece of this pie? Like we got to get some of this hip hop money. We got to get some of this jazz money, some of this rock and roll money. We got to get some. Oh, they kill NSAs with this basketball. How can I make money off of this? And now that I think we got that hip hop entrepreneurship, like nah, I gotta get my own money. I got this internet entrepreneurship where I can control my own things, my own content. That's why I get so kind of swayed with this net neutrality. And people can control that voice again, because this shit wide open. If you got a good, that was on you. Now it's like, nah, you gotta pay the white man if you really want to get big. Once again, because I gotta control that shit. But anyway, that's a reflection of this year and Trump being black and Trump, how this shit, how like they just throwing all the fucking rules to the wayside and shit.
Why is this just, why are you short-sighted with just saying this is a year like a Trump thing?
Man, no, it ain't a Trump thing.
Since the Magna Carta.
You know why I say it's a Trump thing? Because I had never, in this point in my life, seen a walking embodiment of white oppression, privilege, and systematic racism personified. Like, it's normally like, fuck, I gotta point to a system that's like an invisible specter going in my life. But nah, I'm like, nah, that's what he looked like right there. That guy right there, where I can grab a vagina, I can snort coke, I can have an affair with a porn star, but yet I'm the white Christian president. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Shout out to Stormy Daniels, graduate of Scotlandville Magna High School, my alma mater. I love the fact that maybe the person that may topple the presidency is a graduate of my high school. And that's the only time that I will congratulate a white woman on this show. But thank you.
Nah.
Congratulate you.
I can't. My Trump doesn't allow me to congratulate white women anymore for anything.
So let me.
Maybe Meryl Streep.
So let me toss this out to everybody. Yeah. You already knew she was just going. You can't just name.
I talked that shit up.
You already knew she was just going. Just naming white women. Fuck her. I ain't got no time for this shit. I'm cursing so heavily.
Man, they tone it down.
So I do want to toss it up. We jumped into talking about Trump. And I just wanted to toss it out. So we're a year into the Trump presidency. Thank God we're not all dead.
Close, but not quite.
And so reflecting on this past year, there's been a lot of highs. There's been a lot of lows.
A lot of lows.
But I just want to get y'all kind of feedback, like, this year with this first year under Trump, is it what you expected? Like better than what you expected? Or significantly worse than what you expected? Or like, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna kick it to JB first. First year under Trump.
About what? Like, this is the guy who originated the birther thing. He beat his wife, raped her, and peed on her. He was sued before he was ever president or before he even ran for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old. He filed bankruptcy 11 times. He doesn't speak well or command an audience well at all. And he's never ever come off as someone who's intelligent. So I pretty much, and he's always been racist. So Central Park 5, he's been sued by the federal government. His daddy attended KKK Klan rallies. So this just seems to be going exactly how I pictured it to go, to be honest. And anyone who voted for him is an implicit or explicit racist, and there is no way around it. And I just want to say that. So 53% white women, there's a 56%, and then 60% white men that voted for him. You're racist. And thank you for giving me the absolute undeniable proof of that, right? Because lo and behold, y'all like to pretend you're not racist. And this is just a really nice opportunity for me to always whip that out. But you are, though, because you voted for this really racist man, like on purpose, not an accident. So, yeah, this is exactly how I was imagining it was going to go, to the T. It's going to get worse. Just you wait.
Yeah, I wanted to live in white people land where it didn't affect me, where it wasn't gonna affect me. Like la la la, doesn't matter who's the president. We get to be white, and like so many. So I want to bring it back to our community. So many people I talked to right after the election, they was just like, it don't matter who the president is. It's just gonna be life, and I'm like, at a certain age, it doesn't really matter who the president is. I feel like the only it doesn't matter who the president is like when you're in like your college years. If you're in college. So like it's like a subset of, because when you're in college, like the Bush years they just went right by. Yeah. And then I was ready for Obama, and full disclosure, I voted for Joe Biden in the primary. I didn't vote for Barack in the primary. In the general election, I absolutely.
I'm not even gonna tell you I voted for that first time.
So full disclosure.
Y'all didn't vote for Barack?
I did not in the primary in 2007 primary. I did not vote for Barack Obama.
John Edwards.
Oh God.
No, we didn't know. We didn't know yet. We didn't know.
No. You knew.
Yeah. I did not vote for. I did not vote. I did not think that he was going to make a good president. I'm not gonna lie to you. Damn.
No, I waited for white people to validate him. I ain't gonna lie, because I figured I'm not gonna throw away my vote.
Back in 2007, I probably hated myself enough to stand with white people and be like, he's not ready to be president. But that was self-hate.
I voted. I voted for him. I walked my ass.
We gotta go check. We gotta check this out.
But the thing is about y'all, that y'all had an unfair advantage. I was in South Carolina. We got one of them early. We number 3 in the voting cycle. It's like Vermont, that other state in South Carolina. And so I was like, I'm not sure about this yet. I want to make sure this vote sticks. All right, John Edwards, you in North Carolina. Let's get this vote in and all that. So I feel bad for it. I should have supported. And then he started winning these other states and shit.
Wait, JB, you're a contrarian like me. Like on a level, I'm here. You like hold my beer, and you take it to. So being that everyone was like all jocked out by Barack, like that made me not kind of want to vote for him. Like obviously when he got the nomination, it's like you gotta vote for the black man. Like that's just important. But in the primary, you had choices, and I didn't think white people was gonna let him be president.
So yeah, what? You gotta no, y'all tripping. That's why they gave him money. That's why, because they like black people ain't gonna ride for her. Now they lied about saying they voted for Barack. They did the numbers and they was like, y'all niggas lying. Not all y'all voted for Barack like y'all.
Right.
But going back to the original question,
okay, you're right.
Like
year
one,
it is for me personally. It is worse than what I expect, and the sad part of it is it's worse because I actually expected better white people.
Damn, you instead of me, I expect that out of me, but you, baby.
I get, like we all knew that Barack was gonna have this impossible standard to live by.
Yeah.
And then we knew they were gonna lower the bar for their white guy. But I'm in shock and awe of how low they allowed the bar to be lowered just to protect, like even
Racism.
protecting the whiteness. Like they could protect whiteness and have a different president. Like they could protect whiteness. They could have protected whiteness and had Mitt Romney as president. They could have protected whiteness and had
Kasich, man. They could have had Kasich.
Well, I might have voted for Kasich, so
I would have voted for Kasich.
So the thing is, the fact that they just like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, that was shocking to me because I even thought that white people had some kind of moral standard that they would hold themselves to. But as more and more politicians get outed as
bro, you're a history major,
I
right?
know,
You're a history major, right?
I'm listening to myself.
You're a history major, right? What? Come on, bro.
I'm listening
When has the history of white people ever dictated that they was gonna do right by the rest of us? Like it's not in the history.
But see, that's not doing right by the rest of us.
It's like
they like right now they're fucking up so bad that their power system or their power structure is gonna get toppled because people just ain't just gonna buy that shit no more. Like usually they would do just enough to keep black people angry but subdued. Yeah. But now they just like fucking like whatever.
But the thing is, like black people been doing what black people have been doing. Now I think it's like y'all done riled up some other folk on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you pissing everybody off. I gotta think about this.
The last time I must say the N-word, I promise y'all. Maybe I might be lying. But look, Trump man started treating everybody but rich white men like niggas. And people started getting mad.
Yeah. No, that's real talk. We all niggas now.
But that's why I thought white people wasn't going like white people don't like being niggas.
They don't know how to deal with being niggas. Because it takes a lot. It's like they you gotta get training, you gotta work out for it.
I'm gonna tell you, there's the American Revolution. White people start feeling like niggas.
And it was like they threw that damn tea in the goddamn harbor.
Exactly. So you have
no, but wait, KP, why are you destroying people's shit? You can't be rioting and destroying people's shit. That's uncouth. That's uncouth. You can't destroy that CVS. That is being wrong. That is being wrong.
So there are documented times in history where white people felt like niggas. They did
nigga shit.
They self-destroyed. Right. They self-destructed they will topple a system when they start feeling like. So I felt like there's no way they would let it get to that point.
Again, maybe. I don't know. But the thing is, when you make enough people feel like the underclass and the underbelly of a system, and then when that underclass and that underbelly of the system actually becomes the majority, like look at the coalition that's forming. Black people, Hispanic people, Muslim people, gay people. A lot of these people don't even get along with each other on the low, but you keep making us feel like we the bottom of your shoe. Guess what? We gonna be like, take that fucking shoe off me and push that shit over. And like, they could be so cool. Like Hispanic people are conservative as shit. Black people are actually conservative as shit. Like, you could be Gucci, but then your racism is showing. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I was good. Then you had to go ahead and make me feel like a nigga. And we all know when someone's calling us a nigga without really calling us a nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the bar and it takes 30 minutes for you to get a drink and everybody getting drinks but you, like, come on, bro. Wait a minute. It was shitty service for everybody, but the only thing different between me and them, oh, I get it.
I went to a bar and this dude asked for 2 cards.
Shit.
To open my tab. I said, excuse me? It's like, yeah, I need a second form of like ID. And I'm like, you didn't take my ID? You're like, no, we need another card. Like, you need a backup card for my card?
Oh, saying you ain't got the money?
I don't know what it is.
You ain't got the money?
He was gonna try both of them. Just in case. Like, he needs to hold another. So yeah, I feel like there are instances of things happening, but I think the bigger point is I was to my point. I was just shocked how like low white people were allowed us to get.
I,
Like
I commend you on that.
even fucked up white people, even racist white people still allow it to get, like, yeah, they beat the fuck out of John Lewis. Like that was the random killings. Like that's still going on. But from the political leaders, like they never like allowed like sanctioned. No, let me stop. No, they have. I'm sorry. I just went back in
Yeah.
the
Go back
just
to
went
the
back
history.
into the
But
history.
I think I commend you because like and JB, you could correct all this bullshit or whatever because I was definitely on that. Barack Obama filled me with hope, and I forgot all the years I lived on the earth in America beforehand. And Barack Obama made me feel like, oh, okay, maybe white people aren't as bad as I read about in the history books. Maybe they're not as bad as that time Nathan called me a nigga in my neighborhood. Oh, let me correct. When he called me a nigger in my neighborhood, and maybe it's not as bad as the time David pushed me down on the goddamn blacktop because he didn't appreciate my athletic prowess and whatnot. So maybe we different now. We different now. And then I was like, y'all letting this slide? Y'all supporting his racism? It was like, nah, I don't know what everyone's saying Donald Trump is a racist. Y'all didn't care about Donald Trump being a racist when he was on Celebrity Apprentice. I was like, because that motherfucker wasn't making policy. I didn't care about that. I wasn't trying to be no goddamn apprentice at the time. The homie always been racist, but his racism didn't affect me. And now you're the racism, and I'm looking at you like we played football together, baby. What happened? We was in physics class together, baby. What happened? I thought we was cool. I guess not. I didn't realize your racism was shown on such a grand scale, and I just don't know. And now I can only trust one out of four white women. I can.
1 out of 5.
Those are high numbers.
So I think that, but I think that's a good like capstone of like what this year has been like for black people. Like you're watching white people sink to like like no to like civil rights lows, and it's all being played out on social media. And I didn't think we would ever get. I didn't think white people would ever let it get to the point where we are basically 1960s live and direct. Like because at that point, white people stepped in and did white people stuff and was like, oh my God, like those whites in the South, those are crazy. Like, okay, let's get this civil rights legislation and not knowing that like Chicago, Ohio, Indianapolis, like Michigan, like this is where real like non-southern racism existed too.
Pennsylvania, New
Pennsylvania,
Jersey.
like so like white people have this uncanny ability to try to make it seem like a southern thing, and it's really a American thing.
Yeah.
But
down.
I see everybody though.
No, I'm just saying they just like, oh, you trying to take the veil.
So
so they shut the shit down.
it's
And-
9:10.
Yeah. So
Anybody got final thoughts?
I just want to give final thoughts that if you are in the Washington D.C. area, they release the Broccoli Festival lineup. This shit becoming like Coachella. I remember when they first started it, it was real local and real small in Southeast D.C., which is an area that is still the traditional Black people, because the Chocolate City is getting more like a latte city lately. But Broccoli City Fest will be starring this year Migos, Cardi B, Miguel, Daniel Caesar, her, Nipsey Hussle. I was like, damn, shit, I'll be there for Miguel. Like, hey, I know. Yeah, I like Miguel and Daniel
All the
Caesar.
people you named, Miguel.
Broccoli Fest is in April. I was like, Cardi B and Miguel make me want to come. Like,
all right, we're gonna do a live pre-Broccoli Fest.
Daniel Caesar go hard as shit too, though. So like it's gonna be dope. Cause last time I went out there, I saw the internet. I saw Janae. I can't pronounce her last name. And I saw Future. Future did a whole set of other people's songs. I was like, what the fuck, Future? What the fuck?
JB, what do our audience need to be watching for next week?
Next week, it started Mardi Gras season. I guess I'm not there anymore, so woe is me. But I heard Zulu's about to be popping. Who's opening? Yeah, Zulu lineup is lit this year.
I haven't been in so many years. I feel bad.
No, I got banned from Zulu. I haven't been to Zulu.
What? We need that story. We got time, huh?
Yeah.
We got time.
Next week.
Next
No.
week.
We got time.
We got time right now. I got time right now.
Banned from Zulu?
Well, I got definitely escorted out by the police. And then they were like, you can't come back in. And I was like,
how does that happen? Everybody's just drunk and Zuluing.
Because, whatever. I don't,
You stayed the protest?
I did not stage a protest. I definitely did not follow rules. You're not going to know what to do if it's stupid, but I did not stage a protest.
Okay.
That's for another day, though. I'm too sober to be sure.
We want you to write that. That's a story we want you to write about. I really want you to write that. We'll put that on the website. I'm so serious. But any last words?
Look, if you think America isn't racist, you have not been paying attention. Those white friends you went to school with, they were your friends because of proximity. You moved on with your life, and they back with all their white friends. They're not thinking about you as a human being anymore. You were a human they used to know. And they gonna go and they gonna vote their conscience, which is white supremacy.
My last thought is shout out to Michael Barber, a friend of the show, been supporting us from the beginning. My white friend who reads Root before the Mayflower and all these other books. He is the white friend, true and true. He was the first white friend to be like, hey, come spend the night at my house. And I didn't feel awkward as shit. So like big ups to all that. And I think like they kept us on the up and up, yo.
So we want to I'm gonna shout out all the other black people first. Mikey, sorry, I'm racist. But shout out to Keisha, Pastor Payton, that was in the comments today.
Hey, so I gotta pause you. Guess who was on there first before anybody else?
I don't care, man. I don't care. We're not elevating his whiteness on this show, man. We're not giving him no son. Mike, I love you, Mikey, but we're not elevating your whiteness just because you was on the show tonight. Tonight, we appreciate your.
I don't know, Mike, but he's still suspect. That's fine. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on the shoe to drop. He gonna hurt your heart one day.
We're waiting on that one All Lives Matter comment because you know it's coming.
Hey, White. Hey, Mike.
They
Mike.
can't help themselves.
Hey, Mike. I'm your
They can't help themselves.
I'm your sponsor until you embarrass me. I'm your sponsor
They
until you
can't
embarrass
help
me.
themselves.
I'm your invitation to the cookout until you embarrass me.
They can't help themselves.
I'm your invitation, bro.
Look,
your invitation, bro.
Look, I saw Chris in the comments. I saw Mikhail. I saw Tashika. All these people, great black people, beautiful black people. This has been your Blackest Hour.
Your Blackest on the net.
I'm KP.
I'm Mr. Brown.
I'm JB.
Okay.
God,
you're never excited about these.
You're
never excited about these things.
Man, until next time, keep your blackness on the swivel.
Keep that.